Angles in a triangle. Yep, angles in a triangle. Now, if I have a, let's see. Okay, I'm going to take this random piece of paper and I'm going to cut a corner off of it. And it just created a triangle, right? You guys see my triangle? Okay, I'm going to label this angle right here, angle A, this angle, angle B, and this angle, angle C. All right, so it's a triangle, 3 sides, 3 angles. Now, I'm going to cut the angles, and I'm going to form a special angle. So I'm going to put my angle here on my blue line, this angle on my blue line, and then this angle on my blue line. So the 3 angles in a triangle create what? 180. So I ripped up my triangle, and then I placed them all on my blue line. Put a little piece of tape here. Do you see how they form a straight line? So it started off, I'll do it again. It started off with something that looked like this, right? And then I called this one A, B, C, right? Something like that, right? So when I take this angle and this angle and this angle and I line them up, it becomes a straight line. And what do straight lines equal to? 180. 180. This is a straight line. Okay, not an L. So this is what we have to learn and practice today. When we are given a triangle and we add up the 3 angles, what should they equal? 180. All right, so let's write that down so we have it in our notebook. Huh? Yeah, no, what we just discussed. What we just said out loud. Everyone was so focused and listening. All right. In any triangle, oh, look at us writing this down. Oh, you guys look so marvelous. In any triangle, the angles will add up to 180 degrees. So in any triangle, the angles will add up to 180 degrees. So if it's a small triangle, a big triangle, a medium-sized triangle, when you add up the 3 angles, it will equal 180 degrees. I'm going to draw my triangle that I kind of used before. Here's a triangle. All right. I did not unlock it. Sorry, guys. All right. A, B, and C. Oh, yes. Awesome. Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
That's right.
All right. In math, we say that angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees. This is what this says. If I take this angle plus this angle plus this angle, it should give me a total of 180 degrees. Okay? Super easy. Super easy. Okay, I asked this question the other period and I was kind of, mortified. Can you draw me, without using a protractor, an obtuse angle? What would an obtuse angle look like? Yeah. Bigger than 90. So this is 90, right? An obtuse angle would just be anything like this, bigger, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. So draw an obtuse angle on your paper. I guess maybe they were scared.
It's an L line down. That's crazy.
That's an obtuse. You might get a test question that says, what kind of angle is this? Not what does it measure, what kind is it? Oh, it's just obtuse. And you would click on the obtuse dot. or like ABC multiple choice. All right. So this is called an obtuse triangle because it has an obtuse angle. Did you draw my obtuse? You're very good. I see it. All right. Now close it up to make it into a triangle. All right. So we're going to say that the obtuse angle is 130 degrees. And this angle over here that I'm going to use an arrow because it's kind of small is 15 degrees, and that this is X. Let me zoom it in so you can see it. So this one's 130, this one's 15 degrees, and this one's X. So you wrote this down? Nice, neat, and organized. All right. How do we solve for X? It's 130.
X plus 130 plus 15 equals 180.
Equals 180. Good. So, X plus 15 plus 130 all has to equal 180. All has to equal 180. Why? How do we know it's 180? Who told us? Well, it's a triangle. And with triangles, they always equal 180. So, what do I do first?
Add 130 and 15.
Add the numbers that I give you. So add 15 and 130. 145. X plus 145 is equal to 180. Whoops. Here we go. Okay, now what? Yep. Now we're going to draw our bars. Minus 145, minus 145. Biggest problem that students have with these types of problems is the borrowing. That's the number one issue we're seeing with the students is the borrowing. Sad. What does the 0 become? 10. What does the 8 become? 7. All right. 10 minus 5? 5. 7 minus 4? 1 minus 1? 0. So, X equals 35. When I add 15 plus 130 plus 35, what should I get when I add 15 plus 130 plus 35? 180. And that's it. It's that easy. I wish, oh my God, with all my heart, I'd be like, all right, here's your classwork. I'm done. Because my marker kind of bled. All right, can you draw me a right angle? Thank you. What's a... Patience. They're just children. They're patience. Breathe in, breathe out. Count to 10. What is a right angle? Yes! Okay, so did you pass the pop quiz? Did you draw me an L? Now, Ruben, what makes you 100% sure that this angle is right? What needs to be included? Tiny what?
Square in the corner.
Square in the corner. So this square 100% means it's 90. So even if you kind of like sketched it and it doesn't really look 90, if you add that little square, no doubt about it. All right, let's close it up and make it a triangle. That's a funny looking triangle. All right, we're going to make this one 40 degrees and this one X. Can you solve for X? What equation do I write down?
X plus 40 equals 90. X plus 40 equals 90. X plus 40 equals 90.
Okay, what number are we missing? This is a 90, right? You know, Randy, I heard you and you are correct. I'm not going to go over how you said it because I don't want to confuse students, but you are on the right track. Okay, this is 90. I didn't write it down because they won't write it down. But when you see a box, the number is 90. So it would be 90 plus 40 plus x equals 180. Why 180? Because it's a triangle. And every time you have a triangle, it equals 180 degrees. All right. So now we add. We don't focus on our fingers, we add. What's 90 plus 40? Okay, so I have 130 plus x equals 180. So first we add the two numbers. Now what's our next step? Subtract 130. Subtract 130. You always set it equal to 180. And then this is equal to 50 degrees. All right? Yes. Good. It is a shortcut, which is good to have.
50, right?
Yep. We okay? So far, so good? All right. Now let's draw an acute triangle.
Like an alligator?
Yes. Alligator? What do you mean an alligator?
Alligator mouth.
Oh, does an alligator not open his mouth wider than 90? I don't believe that. I would imagine an alligator being open.
It doesn't open obtuse, but it opens on 90, doesn't it?
No. It's in the picture.
If we only had time in the world, we would stop, YouTube it, but we don't have time in the world, so.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
No, we got a test on Monday. 63 degrees, 49 degrees, and x. So some funky numbers. They're all acute angles, meaning all the angles are less than 90. This is an acute triangle. All the angles here are less than 90. It's not right. It's not obtuse. They're all super small, super cute. All right. When I add these three numbers, what are they equal to?
180.
180. All right, so start the equation. Write it out. Start the equation before I do. Would hate for you not to copy all the notes. That would be terrible. All right, what'd you guys write down? Why are so many pencils in the trash? Good looking pencils. What?
Pretty nasty, I'm ready.
Why? They're perfectly good pencils. All right, what do I do first? I add the 63 and 49. What's 63 plus 49? 112. Now, of course, if you need to go on the side over here and go 63 plus 49 over here on the side, like, you do it. You do you, you know? I'm asking for your answers, and I'm just writing it down. But if you need to go over here, cool. Plus x equals 180. Now what? Now what? Now what?
68.
Uh-huh. So, again, number one mistakes we see kids do is the borrowing. So, 10 minus 2 is 8. 7 minus 1 is 6. So, yes, indeed, x is equal to 68. So, this missing angle is 68. So, what do we do first? We add the two numbers that they give you, and then subtract 180. That's it. All right, let's do another one. Una más, una más, una más. I know. 71 degrees, 57 degrees, and x. 71. 71 right here, 57 and x. All right, what do we do? What do we write? Oh no, Sophia rewrote the x all the way in the front. Does it matter? No, it does not matter. You can write it in the front. You can write it in the middle. You can write it at the end. What really matters is, does it equal 180?
Yes.
Yeah. So what do we get when we add the two numbers together? 57 and 71.
128.
128. So x plus 128. It's like, check yourself. Did you get 128? If you got 128, okay. Yay. Woo. Now we got to subtract 128, right? And this is where we run into mistakes. 52. 10, 7, 52. Any questions?
Yep,
I didn't have a donut today. Well, we had pie. Do we have pie? Oh, I had pie yesterday. Strawberry pie. Pumpkin pie in March? Blueberry. Blueberry pie. Easy? All you do is add and subtract. Add and subtract. Yeah? And we subtract. Yeah, go for it. I'm going to do the first two with you, and then you're on your own. Front side. Holes are on the left. That's how you know it's the front side. Okay, I'm going to do the first two with you. Make it easy, Angel. I'm going to make it really easy. What do I do with the two numbers that they give us?
Add them up.
Add them up. So I'm going to add them up on the side. I don't want to make a mistake. So we're adding on the side. Let me zoom it in.
So we can just add like that, right? Oh, can we just do that?
Yes,
right?
yes,
Instead of
yes,
all of
yes,
it?
yes, yes. You guys show me where you add, though. Emmanuel, what'd you get when you add? Okay, now what do I do with the 100? Subtract. So this gives you 100. Good. We subtract 100 from both sides. So we have x is equal to 180 minus 100, 80 degrees. Okay, I'm showing my work, showing you step by step. If you need to go back and look at your notes, go back and look at your notes. So the first thing you do is add those two numbers. Second thing you do is subtract. Number 2, oh no, they didn't give us
46.
two numbers.
46 plus 90.
What's the missing number?
90.
Yes, 90. That's how they make it harder. This is 90. But they like hide it from you. They're so mean. Mm-hmm. You know you're here to listen to what I'm teaching, right? Huh? Yeah. Is it 44? Let's see. It would be 90 plus 46 plus x. Yes, I'm showing my work because we have to. 90 plus 46, 6, 13, 136?
I got 136, but that's subtracted.
All right, let me do it over here. 180 minus 136. I'm going to borrow. This becomes a 10. This becomes a 7. 44.
She told you.
All right. Well, I have to prove it, right? Basically, I did what you did. I just... Be careful on number 3 with the borrowing.
I got 93.
You gotta borrow twice. Because it's 7 minus 8. Can you do 7 minus 8?
No, you have to take away the 1 and turn 7.
Correct. Correct.